Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, we got a Norwegian Cruise Line story for you guys today, but before we get into that, we are 81 days away from our next cruise. And I always get super excited when you start that 90-day countdown, and we haven't taken a cruise here in the last couple months. 90 days from now, or 81 days from now, of course, we'll be back on a ship. Kind of wanted to stay home over the summer season. It's really hot, really busy, whole lot going on in travel right now. So we've kind of taken it easy. Our cruising cycle is fixing to start up again. We still got 3 more currently booked for this year. So 81 days, really looking forward to getting out back there on the water. But enough of that, let's get into what we're here for, and that is the cruise news and our Norwegian Cruise Line story. So, Norwegian Cruise Lines Holdings, which is Norwegian Cruise Lines, Oceania Cruise Lines, and Regent Seven Seas, well, they have announced that effective August the 1st, 2022, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings will no longer require pre-cruise testing, except in places that still require it. And of course, you know that means the United States. So the United States, Canada, Greece, and Bermuda all will still be requiring the pre-cruise COVID-19 test prior to embarkation. So while this is another step, this is good news. This is still the cruise lines moving forward and removing protocols in places that they can. It will not be changing and affecting us here in the United States, at least not today, and probably not for a little bit yet. Now, Michael Bailey, who is the CEO of Royal Caribbean, he was asked the question about pre-cruise testing. When is Royal going to drop pre-cruise testing? Does he have any information on it? And the only thing he really said is, the CDC is looking at it. The CDC is reevaluating it, but he does believe that pre-cruise testing will be with us for a few more months. And I've predicted in other videos, I said the same thing. I expect it to be here for a little bit longer. I think the CDC, the US government, they're going to be watching what happens over in Europe. They're going to see from cruises over in Europe that are not requiring the pre-cruise testing, they're going to see what happens. Are the results going to be good? Are the results going to be bad? And they're going to kind of base their decision off of what they see. Also here in the United States, it's the busy summer season. And being the busy summer season, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of protocol change. I think at the earliest they're even going to consider looking at it is, like he said, a few months from now, in the fall, once they come out of this really busy summer season, kids go back to school, things like that. I think that's probably the earliest we're going to see any kind of change. Now, I know that's not the information that everybody wants to hear. This is a two-sided issue here. There are folks that are ready for testing just to go away altogether. They want it done. They want it gone. On the other hand, though, we still have people that think it's a good idea. They think it's an extra step. It's an extra layer of safety. The problem is the cruise lines don't really provide the data that says, okay, X number of people took a test, X number of people were positive, so this number of positive people did not board this cruise ship. They haven't been able to find the data that lists that specifically, the factual data that would say pre-cruise testing is effective or pre-cruise testing is not effective. And without the hard data available to us here in the general public, it's really hard to know which side is honestly right. But for immediate cruises, the answer is you will still have to test here in the United States, Canada, Greece, and Bermuda because it is required by those locations. The U.S., through the CDC, requires pre-cruise testing. The cruise lines must continue to pre-cruise test until that changes. And that's something to keep in mind. It's not Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian going, man, we really want to pre-cruise test while we are here in the United States. That is why we are making you do it. That is not the case. All right. It is a requirement here in the United States. The cruise lines all voluntarily joined the CDC's vaccination requirement of being highly vaccinated cruises. And with that comes pre-cruise testing. It's just what they are requiring in order to sail from the United States. So until the government, the CDC, and all of that changes their mind, the cruise lines have no choice but to pre-cruise test here in the United States, regardless of how we as cruisers feel. So like it, don't like it, agree with it, disagree with it, it's a requirement that is here until they change it. And again, I think that's probably still just a couple of months away. All right, and that's going to be your cruise news for today. One story, quick, short, sweet, and now we can all get back to planning our next cruise. Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow, and will let you know anytime a new video comes out that has cruise news information, cruise travel, cruise vlogs, anything and everything related to cruising, where I'm just going to shoot it to you straight, tell you how it is, so that you have the proper information before your next cruise. Hope everyone out there has a really great day, and like always, we will see you out on the high seas.